We got some bills over here, and we got what's in this thing?
$2.
This thing,
oh,
it's
gold
heavy.
envelope.
Whatever.
Oh, really?
It's heavy.
Oh, I like the feel of that.
Okay.
I like the feel of that. All right. Oh!
Nice. 74.
There she is gonna get some money.
What's up, Robbie? I heard you got something to show me, man. Let's check it out. So, Robbie, tell us what happened.
So what happened is my aunt, who lives in Virginia, dropped off this little box of coins. She heard I opened a coin shop up. She reminded her that she had a little box of coins, and her dad was a coin collector, she told me. And so she's out getting lunch, and she asked me to go through this box to see what's in this box. So we're going to take a look what's in the box. So appreciate you coming out, because it's not often that we get to go through stuff where it really could be, you know, we don't know what's in here.
I appreciate you calling me.
Yeah. I've been looking forward to this opportunity. She also dropped off this 1969 proof set right here, so that's not a very exciting item. But you know, one thing about these older proof sets, let me grab a coin right here. If you look at this 2003 proof Silver Eagle, you'll see they've got real good technology for giving that frosty image in the mirrored fields. And if you see that kind of a cameo on these older coins,
okay,
you could have yourself a big money piece. If that was a decam or a ultra cameo is what NGC calls it. So if you do come across any of these, it doesn't look like we have any real good cameos on this set, but this one's 40% silver, as a lot of you probably know. But check for cameos on any of your older proof sets. So,
very cool. Now I have more reasons to sit at the kitchen table and go through coins.
Yep, there you go. Yep. So I'm pretty excited, dude.
All right, let's get it.
We can get down to business. This is looking about typical of
what you would expect somebody to dig out of their closet here. So, here we go. We can get this stuff out here. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Roll penny from Walt Disney World. Nice. Look at that. That's not what we see, okay? This is $2. Oh, really? It's heavy. Oh, I like the feel of that. Okay. I like the feel of that.
Alright. Oh!
Nice. 74.
There she is gonna get some money.
Nice.
I was looking at this stuff, I was like, yeah, we're gonna be able to get a little bit of money. Yeah, she's gonna really actually get some money. So if you 74, that makes sense. I mean, these are old, but I mean, here you got some 79s, and
this is actually the first gold Cougar that I've held. It's a nice one, too.
I was told that in the 1980s, 90% of the 1 ounce gold coins circulating worldwide were gold Krugerrands.
Wow.
So that's a 90% gold coin. It's balanced with copper. 90% gold, 10% copper.
And they put, it's actually more than an ounce, right? And they put an ounce of gold in there, and then they also put some other stuff in
right,
there
so it'll weigh 33.9
okay,
as opposed to 31.1 if we were to put on the scale. I'm gonna grab a sleeve for that guy here.
Hey.
Just make sure. All right, so I'm gonna be paying about $1,800, $1,790 to $1,800 on that.
Okay.
So
it's not like a collectible coin, really. Where
no, I don't know of any Krugerrands that are rare.
Okay.
I'm sure they did some like limited edition proofs, but who knows? I mean, I assume her dad owned this stuff, so maybe that was a Christmas present gift for whatever company he worked for. You know, we'd have to look up what gold was in 1974. I think it was like $175 an ounce.
Oh my
So,
God.
so I guess that was more in 1974. $175
Yeah.
got you a lot farther than it did today. But I mean, still, you can see he tossed it in here with. I mean, that's by far the most valuable thing I've seen. We haven't checked for rare dates in the Lincolns.
Yeah.
You know, we haven't checked for a three-legged buffalo. Probably none in there, but you know.
There you go.
Yeah, it's gonna be worth her time of digging that box out of the closet. Oh, that's an 1865. That one's not one you see every day.
Okay.
You know, if you get a bulk of, there's a 1929. That one's, so we'd have to look through these. I mean, the steel cents aren't worth anything. The 55's not a double die. It's got a nice red look, kind of like that 56.
There's a few things in here that I need for my collection.
Oh, do you?
All these cents and
we
stuff.
we can make that happen for you.
Yeah, if you end up buying this, let me know.
So the thing about oh yeah, we're definitely gonna buy it. So the thing about these Indian head cents, you know, if you're ever out and you find a handful of these things, these become worth extra when you can see the Liberty in the headdress.
Okay.
That's kind of a tipping point where they kind of take on extra value. It's kind of like the buffalo with the full horn. Once you got that full horn, you're kind of on the next tier of value for the buffalo nickel. You've hit that XF category. And I think a Liberty for Indian head cent puts it in a VF category. That one's kind of faint. I don't know if you can see that on your camera.
I don't think on the camera very well.
Yeah, it's not very strong. So I am not seeing that 1865 is okay. I'm not seeing any. 1877 is your big money piece from the Indian head cent series, and then the 09 SVDB 14D.
What are these right here?
These are some Civil War tokens right here. So during the Civil War, basically 1861 to 1860, that was pretty sweet. It says the Federal Union, it must and shall be preserved.
Wow.
Army Navy, that's a pretty classic reverse that you'll see on Civil War tokens.
Yeah.
These have some problems. That one's got environmental damage. These are probably worth $20 each.
Okay.
If you're gonna buy one, this one's a little bit better. That's Knickerbocker currency. I've seen that one. That one's common. Union Forever.
What is Knickerbocker? I know I've heard that a lot in my life. I really don't.
I gotta tell you, man. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure. When I think of Knickerbockers, I think of the New York basketball team, the New York Knicks. So I'm not sure what those guys actually were in terms of history.
Okay. I'll throw that in the link.
I've seen all of these before, which is kind of like the Civil War tokens are kind of like the world coins to me. If I end up looking through world coins like these here, all I'm really looking for right now is anything that's silver, which I'm not seeing, or anything I haven't seen before. All of these coins I have seen before, so I know that one's got some nice detail.
Pretty cool.
That's a Canadian cent from 1917.
Nice.
So he's got some nice detail on that coin. It's not, I don't think it's worth anything. But you know, a lot of these are, he obviously traveled around and he took some coins home as he traveled around. I like Mexican coins. I think the brown eagle on the cactus killing the rattlesnake is just awesome.
It is awesome.
I love that image. I like Asian coins. I don't see any Asian coins in here, but they have some really cool dragons on them.
This is an original. This is a real penny.
Yeah, that is a British penny. So that's not a cent like America. A lot of people in America call cents pennies, but penny is actually a British denomination. So that one's been cleaned.
How much do you think this would be worth if it wasn't clean?
50 cents.
50 cents?
Yeah, maybe. It would be hardly worth putting it in a flip and putting it in the showcase.
I started tripping out for a minute. I thought she was sitting in a wheelchair.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. I've seen what you're talking about. Yeah, totally. It does look that way.
Wait a minute.
It looks
what?
a little FDR. Yeah.
That's cool.
I've gotten that before too. And you see her holding the shield there. That That one's really old. It's bent.
Nice.
That I believe is a French. That's a French coin.
Dude's rocking the goatee.
Yeah. So there is nothing in this world coinage that I believe to be worth anything really.
What's going on with these $2 bills, ain't
Those look like these are 1970 Series 76 green seals, so those are worth $2. Very common for people to pull them aside. You can see when a lot of this kind of material when it comes in, there's commonalities between the lots because like these, a lot of people pulled these. These are worth $1. Now there is a variety called the near date that's worth extra, but he pulled these out of his change. They only did those 3 years, and then I think one more time in '99. But they don't have any numismatic value. Okay. Maybe if they were unk, they would have a touch. Uncirculated, they have a touch. Same with these bicentennial quarters. Don't see them very often in your change. So he obviously was a guy who checked his change. He looked at his change. He pulled out stuff that didn't see every day. Clad Ikes. None of these are silver. But and when you get a lot of material like this, almost always you're gonna have some Clad Ikes in here. There's a really ugly 23-piece dollar.
Yeah, we think someone put some tape on that or something.
Yeah, it looks that way. So somebody, I'd probably pay about melt for that, which is $15 right now, somewhere in that neighborhood. That thing's ugly. Yeah.
Hell, we'll just throw some Windex on it.
Yeah, just see what happens.
We'll clean her up.
Spray some Windex on. That might actually work for this one, man.
I've watched a few videos on YouTube about people who collect the bills. Mm-hmm. So now every time I get something, I'm looking for those special serial numbers. Like if you get one that's like all 2s for a serial number, it goes up like crazy.
Yep. Did I tell you about the radar serial number? Do you look out for that one? Mm-mm. Do you know what a radar is?
No.
So it's 8 digits, right? A radar is where it's like 6227. So it's
okay.
You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They're the same on both sides. So radars are pretty rare, and then repeaters like the 22222, super low serial number.
All right, so I know you probably got to do a little more math, but just looking at it, what do you think you're gonna offer your aunt for this box right here?
Yeah, most of your values right there. That's gonna be 1,800 of it right there.
Okay.
I think I see some silver war nickels here, and you got $10 right here. We're gonna swap her out at face for that. You got $15 here. I'm gonna make sure she gets paid right on this 90%, and I think we're gonna probably clear 1,850 and not 1,900. We're gonna be somewhere between 1,850 and 1,900.
That ain't bad for pulling a dusty box out of the closet.
Yep. It was worth their time to go digging for sure.
All right, well, let me know if you guys actually make a deal. I'm going to come back for a few of these things. I'm especially interested in these Civil War tokens.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Just for the history.
Yeah, it's cool.
Well, thank you very much for your time, Robbie. This was educational, entertaining as always.
Always a pleasure.
Till next time, my friend.
Man. What's up, metalheads? Hey, we just wanted to give you a little reminder of the promotion we've got running here, where if you go to Monster Coin in Swannanoa, you find our Google page and you leave a 5-star review that says Monster has the medals, your name will be entered into a drawing, a raffle for this rainbow-toned Engelhard round from, what year? 84.
God damn.
Real pretty piece. The camera doesn't quite do it justice.
No.
But yeah.
I want that piece. I hope I will.
Yeah, and that offer is good until Veteran Metals has 2.5 thousand subscribers. So I know we're climbing every day, and window's closing on this promo though. You're heading that way towards 2.5 real quick here. So
guys, the odds are in your favor. You'll have like a 1 in 100 chance of winning this rainbow Engelhard for about 20 seconds of your time. So get over there and let's support our boy.